welcome to episode 15 of the Good Games and Good Drinks podcast. Take one? Okay, yeah. It's kind of a delay, but we all good. I will be your host this evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you're listening. Marcus, aka M. Dot. Along with me, we got Bryce here, and we have your Shyness here. It's been a couple weeks, but we're here. We're still here. So, Bryce, what are you drinking this week?
This week, I am breaking out one of my favorite stouts on the market. It's called Dragon's Milk, brewed by New Holland Brewing. 11%.
I like New Holland.
ABV. It's pretty tasty, pretty good. Definitely high volume, alcohol volume. So, want to be careful how much you drink. But if you're just chilling, it's pretty good. Pretty good. So,
What's the percentage?
I got the Dragon's Milk going on.
What percentage alcohol is it?
What kind of notes are in there?
Said what percentage alcohol is it?
11%.
God.
One more.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it more like an IPA taste or like?
No, it's a stout. It's a stout. And you can taste that it's more alcohol in it. But it's more like chocolate notes. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If you like stouts,
chocolate stout.
yeah, if you like stouts, I definitely recommend this one. This one's pretty good.
That's what's up. Lawrence, I see you with the Chick-fil-A cup, but I can assume that that's not Chick-fil-A in the cup. So what are you?
It's definitely not Chick-fil-A in a cup. So I'm traveling right now. I'm at a hotel, and this is the best cup I have because hotels have those stupid little plastic cups. Which are useless.
Yeah.
I'm drinking something that I found out about on a cruise ship. My cousin ordered it for the first time. I never heard of it before. It's called honey lemonade.
Okay.
So basically what that is gets you some Minute Maid lemonade,
Right.
honey jack,
Okay.
and you just put these two together.
That sounds very tasty.
And it's an amazingly tasty drink, and you can make it as strong as you want. So it can be for the ladies, put a little bit of alcohol in there, or it could be for the men, put a lot
Just
of
pour it
alcohol
up.
in there.
Just pour it up.
And either way, it's good. Pour it up with some ice. Drink it the rest of the night, and it'll sneak up on you because that's what Jack Daniels does.
I used to go to Fridays and get the Jack Daniel's sirloin. I know that's not really the same thing, but that is delicious. But
It was
Moving on.
delicious.
moving on. So
And
what
Fridays, Applebee's are the best.
classic.
I love those
Yeah.
guys. I love them.
Yeah.
I love them.
Bryce, you remember when we went to what was it, Fridays or something with I guess it was Mr. Ratliff or something. It was some kind of after the show thing, and that dude
Yeah.
said he got hit by a car or something.
By a bus? Yeah.
Never mind.
No, it was a bus.
Hit by a bus, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody got hit by a bus?
Yeah. And it was so random. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah. I remember that. I don't want to talk about him.
All right.
But
Okay.
yeah, you can
yeah.
kind
So,
of tell
I'm just gonna
that he got hit by a bus.
just gonna move on. So my drink for the week.
that's why my mama didn't let me
No,
go to school with y'all.
No. So my drink for the week, it's with gas being like $12 nowadays.
Yes.
This is a shout out to inflation and without it being inflation. So my drink of the week is Arizona iced tea. Is 99 cent. It's been 99 cent.
No inflation?
15, 16 years. No inflation. It's 99 cent.
inflation?
Actually, it was two for. It was two for.
Yeah,
It was
it's
three for. It was 3 for 2. It was 3 for 2. So it's less than 99 cent.
Arizona never fails.
And this is a big.
It's all about the
stupid-
watermelon, though.
Never fails.
It's the
They
watermelon
didn't have that.
gets it.
They didn't
We used
have
to
that.
drink that back in middle school. Like we always
Yeah.
had $1 to go get in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was either Arizona
in
or
the little
what?
You just stopped.
uh-oh.
You said it's either Arizona or then you just.
Oh, I was waiting for Lawrence.
Yeah,
oh.
you said Arizona or, and then you froze.
Oh no, I was waiting for Lawrence to finish. It was either Arizona or Mystic.
Mystic.
I was saying you put the Arizona inside the brown paper bag and
Mm-hmm. Pretend like
yeah, I'm drinking a beer.
Yeah.
Grown up.
But yeah, it's been 99 cents forever, and it's still 99 cents. So shout outs to Arizona.
That's
for,
crazy.
Keeping it real. Yeah.
Speaking of grown up, side note, you can cut this if you want to, but
It's gonna be like,
So yeah, that was good. That was the good drink. So good games. Lawrence, what are you playing nowadays?
so I'm gonna kick myself for saying this, but I'm still playing Horizon Forbidden West.
Why would you
took
kick
some time
yourself?
off?
it's a big
Well,
game.
because I should have beaten that game already, right? But I keep getting distracted by like side quests. And then I was shooting some arrows and I realized I didn't have my pouch full. So I went hunting animals instead of doing quests. So here I'm like crouch hunting like little rabbits and I'm like, you should be saving the world. No, I'm hunting little animals to increase my pouches.
Yeah.
So I can be overpowered
I see you.
towards it. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
So do you think you're like close
And so-
to beating it, or you don't even know?
I'd give I think I'm like 60% done, maybe 60 to 70% done.
Do you have like a deadline that you're trying to beat it by, or are you just playing to play it?
So my deadline's already passed. Like I'm late. I should have already beaten the game on the 17th because there's another game that I should be playing right now, and I'm not playing it, and that's just Persona 4 Ultimax Arena. So
Yes.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Okay.
So I mean,
but
Bryce, I know you were playing.
I'm loving the game still.
Yeah.
You were playing it too, but I
Yeah.
think you finished, right?
Yeah, I rolled credits a couple days ago, in preparation for Wonderlands.
Rub-
But
Rub salt in that room.
no, I mean I was like legit spending like 12 straight hours on a Saturday playing, just like all day, leveling up my characters, leveling up my weapons. I was still doing side quests too. I was doing pretty much everything. I was hustling for like 2 weekends in a row. I was just hustling for Big
On
West.
Horizon?
On Horizon, yeah.
Yeah.
I was hustling. And then, I ended up beating it. I got a legendary. Like once you get a legendary weapon and you upgrade that legendary weapon, it's pretty much
Game over.
You're overpowered and you're killing bosses in like three blows. It's
Yeah, I want
ridiculous.
a legendary weapon. I want a legend. I see where some are, and I'm like, I need you.
Yeah, you definitely like side quests or where you get the legendary weapons and
Yeah, I
legendary
mean,
armor too.
I mean, I thought that's all you're doing is side quest though, right, Lawrence? Or how do you not have?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing them.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I see what I need. I see it.
Yeah, the one legendary weapon that I was like waiting for, and I was like hoping it was gonna be a reward for a side quest. I finally got it, and I legit kid you not, I like ran around my apartment like a kid. I was waiting for it, and I was like, yes, finally. It was a legendary spike door that explodes and gives like critical hit damage, and it was so overpowered.
It took me so long to start using those. Like I was just using regular bows and arrows, and I was like, well, let's try this new weapon.
Yeah.
I threw it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna use this all the time.
Yeah, the spike door ended up being my main weapon for like the last boss for sure, because it was just so powerful. It was the one that exploded. It exploded and gave fire damage. It was overpowered, dude. And if you do get a legendary weapon and you upgrade it all the way through, it's like you're unstoppable. Like you're basically a god.
Yeah, I need some of that happen.
Yeah.
So I mean, your deadline is passed, so you're just gonna play it and whenever you
Yeah,
beat it,
I have to finish it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just.
I
get
mean, the
good
last third of the game goes by kind of quick. So like once you get, I think you said earlier, like you're going back to Gemini, or you're going to Gemini.
Yeah.
Once you get past that cauldron, the rest of this, like from a storyline perspective, like the side quest is still there, but from a story perspective, things start to kind of really pick up after that for sure.
Is there other stuff that you can do now that you beat the game, Bryce? Or is it
Yeah.
pretty
So
much...
once you roll credits, they throw you back into the world, and then if I wanted to, I can go back and finish any side quest that I didn't do yet. But I did.
Okay.
I almost platinumed the game without even trying. Because right now I'm at like 85%, I think.
Jeez.
I think like 85% of all my achievements or trophies I got. I'm missing like 7 or 8, I think. And I wasn't even like trying. I was just like literally
Going
doing
through everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm gonna go back and platinum it though. I don't know. I might.
I might need to compare our trophies because
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna platinum this game.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay, so you done with that. So what game are you playing now?
So I gave myself a little bit of a break, and then now today I jumped into Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and
Oh,
this
just
was
today?
like, huh?
Just today?
Just today, yeah, just today. I jumped into it tonight. And that's the game that I've been like really, really looking forward to. Like
Right.
Halo's decent, you know. Forbidden West was a must-buy for PlayStation, but Tiny Tina's Wonderland, because I just like Borderlands. I like the humor of Borderlands in the gameplay. So this was the game that I was like looking forward to, and they're incorporating a lot of magic and a lot of like more RPG elements into it now. So I'm excited to kind of build my own character. I just got through the character build my own character, and yeah, get started to play it. Looking forward to it. And so far, I mean, the reviews have been decent. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be like a 10 game anyway. Just knowing like Gearbox's history, but the reviews that I read are pretty much what I expected it to be. It's like an 8 game.
Yeah,
that's
that
good.
was gonna be my question. Going back to Horizon, like what would you give that out of a 10?
Horizon. See, now comparing New Dawn to Forbidden West, I would give New Dawn a 10.
Okay.
Mostly because of the story. The story in New Dawn was like, it blew me away. The story did. Forbidden West, the story, it was okay. It was okay. It had a couple of twists in there, but like the twist that happened, I was like, okay. It didn't like hit me as like a real like twist.
After the first twist, the rest I was like, oh, okay, this is the direction they're going. Like the first twist was like, oh, but then after that, I was like, oh, you can't surprise me anymore.
Yeah, there is a oh snap moment that I don't think you got to yet, Lawrence. There is a oh snap moment, but it's still it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great like the first game. It was okay. From a rating perspective.
Before our next session, I'm gonna beat that game.
Yeah, I mean you're probably. I mean if you just run through the main story, you're probably. I don't know. If you just run through the main portion, you're probably like 5 hours.
He's not gonna run
5 hours.
I'm gonna get distracted. I get distracted so easily.
Yeah. I mean the side quests are interesting too, though.
I climbed to the top of a mountain just because I was like, I bet I could take a nice picture up there. And I went up there and took a nice picture.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with anything.
What's the rating though? Because I'm writing down.
I would give it an 8 out of 10.
8?
I would give New Dawn a 10 out of 10, and then Forbidden West an 8 out of 10. Still a good game, but
if you weren't comparing it, but I know it's kind of difficult because it's the same series.
It'll still get an 8 because there were a couple of. Actually, I beat the game where there's a side quest where you have to collect some Oseram gear, and then return it back to a merchant to get some more gear. I'm trying to be vague. But I ran into a bug where like I collected 2 of the awesome gear. So now whenever I go back to that merchant to return it, they don't recognize that I got it. So I can't finish that side mission. So
I saw there was a patch. There was a patch today, I think.
Oh, today?
To help some. I saw it. I didn't click the headline, but it was a patch to help like side missions be completed. So that might be in there.
Because that prevented me from getting legendary armor, and that kind of pissed me off. And I still haven't gotten that mission yet because it's just a bug. So that's one thing that kind of like dinged it. Another ding was there's a couple of game breaking bugs that I came across. There was one I was fighting a bunch of machines, and like I just got stuck in a pose, and I was like I could move around, but I couldn't like swing or anything. And I could still move, but when I moved, I was like doing the Sub-Zero like slide like everywhere. So I had to revert my save.
Did you record that?
No, I should have. I wasn't even thinking. I was too pissed.
You should have pulled that.
He was too upset.
I was pissed. I was like, what?
I wonder if that's a PS4 thing.
It might be. Yeah. Cause that pissed me off. So it's a couple of game breaking stuff where I had to revert my save, which would kind of like ding it from being a 10 or even a 9. But yeah, it's still a good game though. Still recommend it. Like if people like action RPGs, or just like first person narrative driven games, then I recommend it for sure. Yeah.
So next week when you finish, Lawrence, I'm gonna ask you the same question to see if not just if it's because it's you, but if it's because of the PS5, how your experience looks on that.
And I'll also be curious once you do beat it, Lawrence, what do you think? Where do you think the story is gonna go after?
Because there's definitely gonna be a 3. Like there's no way they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, this is definitely a franchise. Yeah. So I'm curious to see what you think is gonna happen in the 3rd one. I have my ideas, but I'm curious to see what you think.
All right. So, the game I'm playing, right? Y'all playing all these new games that came out this year. So the game that I'm playing is Grand Theft Auto 5 online.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I actually tried to download that on my PlayStation 5 and I couldn't find it, so I gave up.
It's right there on it was when I did it was right there on the homepage. Man, that
improvements?
Like I don't even know about improvements because I can't even remember the PlayStation. I mean, definitely improvements because the one I played was on PlayStation 3. Yeah. But
exactly.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It is fun. Like it's fun. So it starts out they give you like $4 million off rip, and you can choose. This is just the online, but I didn't play like the game. I just played the online version. So the online version, they gave you $4 million off rip, and then you can choose between 4 different classes. I guess it's not really classes, but it's 4 different jobs. You can either be an executive, you can be a nightclub owner, you can be like a gun runner, or you can be a motorcycle club person. So depending on which one you choose, you got to buy a specific building. Like if you're a nightclub owner, you got to buy a nightclub, and then you got to buy a warehouse, and then you got to buy a car. So they give you $4 million. You have to spend $3 million of that, and that extra million you can just do whatever you want to do with it. But there's if you're just now getting into it, there is like so much stuff that you can do or you have to do, and like Dr. Dre stuff is in there. I can't do that yet because I don't got enough money, because you got to buy an office, and the offices are like $2.something million. So I do have I picked the nightclub one. So I got my nightclub, and then in the basement of the nightclub, I'm running drugs out of there.
Okay.
So you gotta buy the club, and then you gotta buy like a cocaine warehouse to cook the cocaine at. So, and then you gotta do runs and stuff, and like get like supplies and everything from all these other places. But while you're doing this, there's other players online on the map that see you doing this stuff, so they can come blow you up and try to take your stuff from you. it's fun, and then it's I don't like it. Well, the part I don't like is because if you're coming in PlayStation 5, like you're brand new, but PlayStation 4, you can also transfer your PlayStation 4 characters over to PlayStation 5. So there's people that's like ranked 200, 300 in there that's just got super fast rocket cars, and they got stuff. They just demolish it. Like they're bullies. It's just a whole bunch of bullies online. It's crazy, but it's well, it's fun. Yeah. It's super
man,
fun.
I don't know, man. It's been so long.
It's fun.
I can't see myself getting back into it.
It's fun.
You wouldn't even add it to the backlog?
I gotta wait for 6, man.
It's
I can't give them any more money.
Speaking of not giving them money though, so they are coming out with a like GTA Plus subscription service for Grand Theft Auto.
No.
So yeah, so well, no, because this service is $5.99 a month, and each month they give you $500,000. This month in particular, they give you a car, they give you access to a yacht. So it's a whole bunch of little extra perks that you get on top of this. So if you were like really thirsty, you'd be like, oh, $6, I can do that. Me personally, I'm not gonna give them a dime because, like you say, Bryce, no, you're not. No. But they're gonna get a lot of money just from this subscription service, because you can do a lot with $500,000.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who are still playing, and $6 isn't that much.
It adds up though. Is it monthly or one time?
It's monthly. It's a monthly subscription.
Yeah, that adds up over time.
Yeah.
And then once you do the first $6, you probably don't even recognize or know that you have $6 coming out of your account.
Yeah.
Every single month. So yeah, but I almost bought it. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not buying Grand Theft Auto 5. No. But I almost needed to, because one run I was doing a run with one of my people, and I had all of my my drugs in the car, and he was throwing sticky bombs, and he threw the sticky bomb on top of my car and blew up all us up and all my products. So it was like $150,000 worth of drugs that were just it's bad. It's bad.
Wait, one of your own guys?
Yeah, one of my own guys. He was like, because we had people chasing us, so he was throwing stuff out the window, but he actually accidentally threw a sticky bomb on top of our own car.
See, like I like online games.
I'm telling you, it's fun.
I like online games that generate chaos.
Yes,
because like in Halo Infinite, like the big team battle is like 12v12, and it's just like mass chaos. So like that's what I like, but I can't. I don't know, man.
You don't have to spend any money. It's free. Yeah. Well, no, you're on Xbox, so you have to spend money. So you're not gonna do it. If you had a PlayStation 5, then it would be free.
Yeah. Is it crossplay?
That I do not know.
I found out today that Tiny Tina's is crossplay.
Is it?
Yeah, so that's kind of cool.
It's an online thing for Tiny Tina's. Like what is it? Like
it can do co-op.
Co-op? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we gotta stop pretending, and we actually need to play a game. Like we all play games. We just gotta play one.
Yeah.
We were supposed to play Fortnite. Like,
hey, add it to the calendar.
You say that every time. Okay, so actually, it's a little side topic. So Fortnite, I know a lot of people like kind of turned off to Fortnite because of the whole building thing and how it's a process and everything. But there's actually a no build mode that they have. So it's like a special. It's not even a limited time event. It's like a straight no build lobby. So there's no building. You just run around and shoot. So if you like BRs, or if you don't know if you like BRs, but the whole building thing of Fortnite wasn't really your thing, Fortnite has a no build mode. So if you still want to play Fortnite, I deleted. I downloaded it, but I deleted it because y'all never won.
Hey, I mean, so put it on a calendar. I'm there.
This guy.
Wait, is Fortnite? Fortnite's crossplay, right?
Yes, Fortnite is crossplay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
On all systems.
On all systems.
Yeah.
Switch, GameCube,
PC.
PC.
You say GameCube? Not on GameCube.
Yeah.
Mobile phone.
Nintendo, mobile phone.
DS.
Gamecast. Dreamcast.
I almost
Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn.
Impulse
Sega
bought
CD.
Luna.
Luna? What is that?
It's Amazon's cloud service for games.
Why Amazon?
Oh,
I don't know. I was just browsing Amazon and it came up on discount. I was like, man, don't want to get this. Nah, I'm not gonna get this. It doesn't make sense for me to get it. But I almost did though. I almost did. Like the controller was like $30.
is that like their Stadia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost did it. I was like, you know what? It would be cool to kind of like play it and kind of like get my review here. And actually, I still might do it.
How much was it?
You basically get like a controller. The controller full price was $60, but it was on sale for like $30, and I almost impulse bought it. And then they have like free games you can play to kind of test it out.
So it connects to your TV like the old hotels where you would like use the controller to pick movies?
I think something like that, yeah. Yep. So you don't need an actual like game console. You just need essentially just good internet.
Subscription. Yeah,
a subscription and then good internet, and then you can even play it on your mobile phone, and all that. So I might still try it out and then just give a review here, just kind of see. But anyway,
cool. Speaking of subscriptions and all that stuff, so the long rumored PlayStation competitor to the Game Pass has been announced. It's gonna come out in June. Me being a PlayStation person, I'm not really too excited about it because I don't know. So there's like three different tiers. The first one, which is the PlayStation Essential, is pretty much what PlayStation Plus is now. So it's like the whole monthly thing. You get the couple of free games a month. It gives you all the multiplayer access and everything like that. So that's $9.99 a month. And then for a year, it is $59.99. And then the second tier is the PlayStation Plus Extra. So with that one, you get, I think it's like 400 PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games that you can have access to through the cloud. That one is $14.99 a month, and then yearly it's $19.99 for the whole year. And then the third one is the PlayStation Premium. So that one gives you access to all those PS4, PS5 games, and then the backlog of all the PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and PSP games. That one is $17.99 monthly, and then $119 for the whole year. I don't know, because I mean, I really wasn't really interested into the PlayStation Now thing. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, they just merged them.
They just merged them for the two. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts?
That's funny. Like I was reading through the features of each tier, and I found it interesting that you can with the PlayStation Plus Premium tier, you can pretty much download games for PlayStation, PS2, PSP, PS4, and PS5. But for PS3, those are only available via cloud streaming. Yeah. I just find it interesting because like they tried to make PS3 at the time like so custom that it kind of like ruined them for the future. So like now they can't even like emulate their games because like
library.
Yeah, because the PS3 was just so custom. I find that to be interesting.
That's ridiculous. Well, I wasn't into PlayStation Now anyway.
No,
mostly because the games that I want, I'm gonna buy.
I have. Yeah.
And the ones that I want to play aren't on PlayStation Now.
You said they aren't on PlayStation Now?
I don't think, I haven't really looked into their library, but like the games that I would want to play are games that I wouldn't expect to be there, like Parasite Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a game that I would play if it was on PlayStation Now. I don't think that's something that's going to be there.
I mean, once they come out with a list of all the games that are on there, maybe that will intrigue. Yeah, that'll intrigue me a little bit to find out exactly what all the games are going to be on there.
Right.
But I mean, I don't even really. I hate that they like label this as like the Xbox Game Pass competitor because it's not even it's not even remotely the same at all.
Right.
Because
Yeah, I think
there's no first party exclusives that
Yeah.
the Game Pass has. We don't have that.
Right. And I don't know. It's I guess it's too soon for me to give a verdict on it. They're not gonna have the games that are gonna entice me because I don't play mainstream games most of the time. And
I mean, they might. We gotta. That's a lot of games.
They
That's
got a
there.
Persona 5 on there.
Well,
yeah, but
no.
I own that game and the Persona 5 Royal. Like I own those games already.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I mean, speaking of Persona 5, like that's on the PlayStation Collection, I guess it is. Yeah, the PlayStation Plus Collection, those free games that let you download for free, but that's only going to be there until May 11th because for some strange reason they're taking that off.
Yeah.
I don't have Persona 5, so I think I'm just going to download it, just not download it, but like save it just so if I want to play it, I can. Just because.
Yeah, you should definitely play it.
I mean, I know you would say that. But yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, you gotta try that game.
I'm gonna add it to the backlog. Yes.
No.
No?
That game,
No?
you have to give that game at least the amount of attention I gave Final Fantasy X. Like, you gotta get to like the entrance of the first palace.
Oh. Okay. Can I save the game, or do I am I able to? Okay. No, I mean because you didn't save your game, so you had to start all over. I'm just.
Yeah.
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was stupid. It was stupid to me. Like I play RPGs. I was looking for something that looked like a save point, and I couldn't find it. And then I died.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know when that will be, but yeah, I will download it. Definitely before May.
Persona 5 is so good, I would send you my disc.
Don't need to do that. Well, for one, I have a digital version, so that would do me no good at all. And two, yeah, I can just download it, so that's not really a thing. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. You have my word, I guess.
At some point, 2022, it's gonna happen. At some point.
No, I'm not even gonna. No. I mean, I'm definitely gonna download it, but whether I play it or not this year, that'll be a different story.
Yeah, like we'll have to all pick each other's games for that day to happen. That'd be a fun day. Like we all pick a game that everyone else plays.
That'd be crazy.
Do a review.
Yep.
Any more thoughts on this Game Pass competitor that is not?
It's not a competitor. PlayStation people have an environment that's different than Xbox people, so you can't treat them the same way. Yeah. They're not gonna respond in the same way. They're gonna look at this thing and say, we don't need that.
Yeah,
because
like
PlayStation people are different than Xbox people.
I mean, not even the people, the freaking owners, that they're not even putting these first party exclusives.
Yeah, that's like the key thing for Game Pass is you get first party games for free. Like that's the big thing about Game Pass. More so than, I mean, there's a lot of games in there, a lot of games there, but like the key thing is like I didn't have to pay for Halo, and I can just play Halo.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like God of War. Yeah. No, they're not. I don't understand. Speaking of other stuff that PlayStation is doing wrong, so they also came out with this trash PlayStation Plus games for April.
Oh
this
yeah,
is like
that. Yeah.
This is like one of the most disappointing months I've ever seen in my life. So you didn't miss anything. So the first game that I'm gonna briefly go over because I don't care about none of these is called Hood, Outlaws, and Legends. It's a multiplayer title that is like a fake Robin Hood thing. It's trash. The next game is SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Trash. Next game is Slay the Spire. This one's kind of interesting. It's a fantasy deck building game. So if you're into those like card game type of video games,
like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, it's like that. Not my cup of tea. So I'm gonna skip all of these. I'm not even gonna look at it to download them. So
that's it. That's the whole list.
That's all. That's the whole list. That's the whole.
They are messing up.
So PlayStation,
Get
get it together. Y'all making me look bad out here. I do not appreciate it at all.
Like I'm supposed to renew my PlayStation Plus because for reasons I had to change my bank account, but I forgot to reconnect PlayStation, and they're like, "Oh, you don't have Plus," so I'm like, "I don't need to do it this month. I don't play online games, and your PlayStation games this month are terrible, so I'm not losing anything by skipping this month."
The one thing that I am kind of curious about as far as this subscription thing, like, so I already have PlayStation Plus for the year, I think a year or 2 years or something like that. So am I able to like upgrade to these other ones at a discounted price if I needed to, or like what's gonna happen?
Well, you said like one was 15 and one was 18, so aren't those probably just gonna be something you have to buy on top of the yearly thing?
I don't know.
Oh wait, you said you already got PS Plus?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I already have the PlayStation Plus, because you need PlayStation Plus in order to play online games.
Yeah, I think they said that is just gonna roll into Essential.
Yeah, but if I wanted to do one of these other ones, are they just gonna like tax me another $5 a month on top of that, or do I gotta pay like a whole another yearly? Like if I wanted to do the yearly one, do I do like another $30 on top of the 60
difference
that I already played? Yeah. So that's what I'm kind of interested about. So off of PlayStation, which is thoroughly pissing me off, let's go to Nintendo, which probably pissed Lawrence off with this announcement that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be delayed until, was it next year? The spring of next year, right?
Next year, 2023. I bet $1 because I knew they were going to come out with that game this year because they needed to come out with that game this year, and they said we're not coming out with that game this year. So that's already one disappointment I'm having so far this year.
You owe Bryce $1.
But I guess it's less of a disappointment because that means that now I can get Forspoken, which is a game I had that wasn't even on my radar. So I'm excited about that game.
That's okay. Never mind.
I'm excited about the game because I'm coming off of Horizon and that strong female protagonist. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with this Forspoken protagonist. It's
got
the
another
first time I've
strong
seen like
female protagonist with Zelda right after that. Yeah, just gonna ignore me and keep it moving.
You do it on purpose to get a rise on me. Like I was.
No, but he's right though. You said a strong female protagonist in Zelda.
But Zelda's not a protagonist. She's like the damsel in distress.
No, but that's the rumor though for part 2 is that you can play as Zelda. That's the rumor at least.
Have you ever been able to play as Zelda other than in Super Smash Brothers?
I don't think so.
Like they've been talking about us being Zelda forever. So much so that they made a mod for Breath of the Wild so that you can be Linkle.
Linkle, yeah, yep.
Yeah. I mean
they want
if it's like a legit direct sequel of Breath of the Wild, I feel like
it would have to be Link.
I feel like Zelda would have to be at least around, right? Because like typically you don't necessarily interact with her until like the end of the game, kind of.
Right.
For most of the games. But like now with Breath of the Wild, if it's a direct sequel, like either something stupid happened to her again, or like because you already like
Princess
saved her.
Princess Peach is always captured by Bowser.
Always, yes, yeah. Like I just saved you 5 minutes ago. Why? Like what is? Yeah.
And I feel like Breath of the Wild 2 needs to be co-op. And then
How
like one person,
like one person
plays
be-
Link, one person plays Zelda. Yeah. And let's go through the game co-op.
I did see a rumor that that's potentially going to be like the release title for the Switch 2, or the next thing up, entity of the Switch.
Yeah.
Listen.
I can see an upgrade happening next year for sure for Switch. I can see that.
So that's
for
going to
next
be
year.
another $1 that you're going to owe me. I'll give you my PayPal later. I mean, but why do y'all think it's going to be delayed? Is it because they wanted to launch with the Switch 2, or is it just like developmental problems?
If the Switch 2 is coming out next year, that game makes sense to come out with the Switch
with
2.
it, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be Switch 2 though.
Or
I think it's-
not Switch
I think
2,
it's
but
still gonna
some
be
kind
like-
of
Yeah, like Switch Pro
Switch,
or
but
whatever.
it's going to be like some type of incremental upgrade
yeah.
that's going to
yeah.
launch with Breath of the Wild 2.
Breath of the Wild?
I think that will happen. So I don't think it's going to happen this year,
Mm-hmm.
but I can see it happening next year though.
That's why I don't bet, man. I just lose bet all the time.
So that game that you mentioned, what system does that come out on?
Which game?
The one that you're gonna buy instead?
Forspoken? That's on PlayStation.
PlayStation? Okay.
My PlayStation 5 is gonna get a lot more work this year.
That's what's up. So you're gonna need another Switch game to play though. So
Yeah.
there's this
yeah.
this pink round thing that like to suck that just came out. Kirby.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Kirby. So I'm talking about Kirby, just so we're clear.
Yes.
Listen, Kirby has been.
Are
on
you a
my
fan of
radar.
Kirby?
I
First
love
of all?
Kirby.
Okay,
I love Kirby.
okay.
Kirby was my first main in Super Smash Bros. The first one that came out in N64.
Mm-hmm.
I played all the Kirby's adventures. I haven't bought a Switch game since I bought my PlayStation 5.
Okay.
And I think that might change now that I'm actually playing my PlayStation 5, but I felt guilty for having a PlayStation 5 and not playing it.
Okay.
So since my games aren't coming out this year,
Right.
I might as well just be like,
Might as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Kirby's been on the list because Kirby's a good, like, it's an action game, but it also relaxes you. So you get like, it can be hard if you want it to be, but it's an easygoing game. If
It's
that makes
just
any
chill.
sense.
Yeah, for sure.
And then it's like, oh, I can put like fire and this together. Like you get to start mixing powers and like coming up with your own play style because Kirby can be a fighter or Kirby can be like a magician or whatever you want Kirby to be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the reviews for it, they're pretty decent. They've been like 8.5s around that rate, around that range.
I don't know any Kirby game that's ever had a bad rating because Kirby's just it's a good game.
It's just
like
they
know the equation.
Yeah.
It works every time.
Yeah.
And is this the first 3D
3D?
Kirby?
Yeah.
It's the first one.
Yes.
I think it is the first completely 3D.
Mm-hmm. Because every time, like, it's just 2D side scroller, so when you suck, you just suck in the direction. So now having a 3D suck is going to be kind of interesting.
Like getting sucked in 3D is like different.
Man, tell you, man. All right. So speaking of sucking,
No.
let's just.
You know what? Trying to stay on the game topic. You know what game that needs to come back out as 3D is Mega Man.
What's that?
What?
Mega Man Legends.
That first Mega Man was okay. The first 3D one.
Mega Man Legends, yeah, on the original PlayStation.
I don't think I played that one.
I had a lot of fun with that game. I feel like they should remaster that one and then put it on PS5.
Was it still the same thing where like it was like levels and each level had a boss that you could still devour? Like was it still the same Mega Man game style or was it okay?
Yeah, it was the same type of game. It was just in like 3D.
3D?
As much as PlayStation.
I got you.
3D. Yeah.
It was on PlayStation 1?
Yeah, original PlayStation. Yep.
Ooh, that's
It's throwback. You take the. He didn't have his helmet on.
Yeah, he took his helmet off. Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
It was fun.
I
I remember having fun
seeing
with it.
now. Okay, yeah.
They need to bring that back out. Gotta call Capcom. Like, hey Capcom, like bring back Mega Man Legends, PS5.
Capcom
They had a,
is all over Street Fighter's nuts right now.
Yeah, they had a Mega Man skin in Monster Hunter. Like you can be like Mega Man and have the blaster thing. And, yeah, they always do those little crossovers.
Monster Hunter is one of those games that I put it on the backlog almost immediately. I played it a little bit, but I bought it, and I bought every expansion because of what they were doing with the game. I wanted to support it. But I was trash at that game.
Which
It required stealth and like planning.
Not necessarily. Well, which Monster Hunter were you playing? The one on PlayStation or Monster Hunter World? Monster Hunter World. Okay. It doesn't really involve planning. You just gotta hunt the monsters.
Yeah. See, I'm
like they have tracks. You can have the tracks. Do you remember which weapon you were using?
So I think it might have been because I was using the charge blade. Like,
oh yeah,
They said that was really hard.
It was hard. Yeah,
but it was fun to play with that weapon.
Yeah.
It was just I kept forgetting to like charge up and.
How you forget to charge the charge blades? It's literally in the name. It says charge blade.
Because part of my getting ready for fights isn't getting ready for fights. Like I realized in Horizon, matter of fact, you can eat food to make fights easier.
Yeah.
I don't eat food. There's smoke bombs. I haven't used a single smoke bomb.
Still, we talked about that the last pod. You still haven't used any?
Like I'm just.
Oh,
I'm in the streets, man.
For Forbidden West.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think
is not my thing.
I legit don't think I've ever did a smoke bomb or a smoke bomb either.
Oh. Okay.
I don't think so.
I thought you said that's like when you get in trouble, you just smoke around and get away.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what it's
You're
used
supposed
for.
to.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you have to like scroll down on the bottom, and I'm like, I'm never on it.
Yeah, that's another thing
so
I didn't like.
I just run away.
That's another thing I didn't like about it is like when you want to do like a quick potion, you have to like hit right like 8 times to get to that potion that you want to go to, or like if you want to lay a trap.
There's no like quick menu that you can set up or anything.
No.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that was kind of wonky.
Yeah.
Wonky.
It kind of took you out of the moment. You had to like figure out what you
Like-
needed, and then they had 4 different variations of every trap.
Yeah. And then like if I'm like in the middle of like battling and my health is down, gotta like hit right like 8 times. Like
It's like it's like health. No, I'm out of berries.
right. Still fun.
It's funny. Like that or two. I mean, just thinking about like Lawrence, you're playing an open world game and it's taking you forever because you're doing all the extra. You're looking at all the trees and trying to cut down trees and knowing all this extra stuff.
Exactly. Listen, I have screen grabs from like I'm hunting animals and like it's getting ready to fly off. I'm like, nah. I'm like, no scope.
And you
I'm like,
can't
this is
knock
why I
down.
don't.
Oh, go ahead.
That's why I don't like open world games. Like I get distracted so easily. I'm like, ooh, like the water physics in this game.
Candy.
The water physics in this game. I'm like, once I got that breathing mask, I'm just under the water,
You're just swimming, and you hate
I'm just
being
like
underwater.
I'm just
That's
like, man,
crazy.
this is great.
And you can knock down trees in Forbidden West.
There you
You
go.
know?
Oh man. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap it up here with our question of the week.
Oh, shoot.
So I am gonna go to Lawrence first.
I'm not ready.
I'm gonna give Bryce a little bit more time. So our question of the week is: what is the most difficult boss or encounter that you had to face?
Well, so the year is 2003,
I like it.
and I've just gotten an Xbox. I don't remember whether it was the original or the 360. I think it was the original.
Yes, had to be.
So we're sitting in my living room. I'm fresh at FAMU. I have like a group of friends. We decide to play some games. We're playing Ninja Gaiden, right?
Mm-hmm.
The original Ninja Gaiden on the original Xbox was probably one of the hardest games I had played up to that point. And like everyone talks about like Dark Souls and all these games. No, Ninja Gaiden, you had to know what you were doing. You couldn't just go in there pressing buttons. Like you had to wait and you had to know the combos that you were about to do. Otherwise, you got thrashed. I was good at that game, I thought. I got to the third boss. So you get to the third boss, like it's this like big-breasted woman with no head.
Yo, what?
And she's like, you know, stalking towards you. Her name is Alma. And I'm like, oh, I'm finna tear her up like I tore up all these other bosses before her. It took like 3 weeks to beat this woman. Like I broke 2 controllers on this person. Like I'm sitting there with a crowd. Like I have an audience and they're watching me get thrashed. So I'm like letting them play. I'm letting them play. Like I'm taking notes while they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
So that I get on there. You know, I finally get to a point where like I'm learning how she fights and I beat her. And then it was very unsatisfying because like
she had no head.
I beat her. I beat the game, and then 2 weeks after that, they came up with an update that made that fight 1,000 times harder. And I was like, so I did all that training for nothing.
Wait, they made it harder?
Yeah, they harder. They put her with somebody else now, so it's like a 2-on-1.
Oh, okay.
And then they started adding like.
All right.
I was like, nah, bruh. Like, I don't know if I'll ever be that good.
So you just beat it the one time, and that was it?
The one time.
Wow.
Like, I ran from that game. And I beat that game. I beat the second one also, but the second one separated like every different play style because they had like Ninja Dog, which is the worst, or Ninja Master. So that's where they came with like ratings and all that nonsense. So I stopped playing. I don't need ratings.
Okay.
That's why I stopped playing Devil May Cry. I was like, I don't need you to tell me I got a D on this fight.
I beat it. Yeah, don't judge me.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, ridiculous.
All
But
right.
Alma, Ninja Gaiden, if you call yourself a gamer, I dare you to play her.
I like it.
See
so
how
3
far you
weeks,
can get.
3 weeks, 2 controllers, and a lifelong of frustration. Not no head will leave you dissatisfied.
No head leaves you wanting more.
Man. All right, so you got yours? You got yours, Bryce? Or?
I have a boss that I have to kind
You
of
have
look up
a
and
boss?
remember. So
Okay.
this is like the most recent one that I can remember. So the year is 2001.
Okay.
I think maybe 2020. It's recent.
What?
Huh?
You said
You
2001
said
or
2001.
2021.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Or
Okay.
yeah, it was recent.
Okay.
Borderlands 3. There's a boss in there. It's not the last boss. Well, a boss in there that's voiced by Penn of Penn and Teller.
Wait,
The-
Penn has a no. Teller is the one that doesn't talk, right?
Teller is the one that doesn't talk.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. By Penn Teller, voiced by Penn.
Mhm.
But like the characters are like based off of Penn and Teller. So Teller is technically
Okay.
there, but he doesn't talk. So,
Gotcha.
and that's probably the hardest boss that I can remember in recent memory because I probably died like 20 different times before I was able to actually beat that boss in Borderlands 3. Because like the way that it's set up, and what makes it worse is like he's like joking on you like while you're playing, like trying to fight him. But like just again, like I like chaos, but like this boss was just way too chaotic. You have to like jump over, like literally jump over hoops. There's like fire coming out of the floors. There's like explosions coming out of like everywhere, and you gotta like time everything. Like if you get the timing wrong, you're pretty much screwed and gotta start all over. So
You said 20. So was it like 20? Did you beat it in your first sitting, or did you have to leave and come back another day? Or
no, I usually, like, when I'm stuck on the boss, I gotta beat it because I'm gonna be thinking about it way too much. I gotta sit there and beat it. So it probably took me, I don't know, maybe like 45 minutes to an hour to beat it.
You're good.
Yeah,
but it was like 20 different times though. Like it was like legit, like back to back trying to beat it. But once you do beat it, it's like you get this like, yes.
You know what makes me mad about Borderlands, right? So you die and then they get their health back, and I'm like, that's not right. Like they have so much health already. So much health.
Like it's like the health is like literally like the entire top bar of
the TV
of the screen.
Yeah, and it's like it's so much to get them down, and you die so easily, especially on the higher level. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah. But
how hard that game is.
It's one of those things, like Borderlands is one of those things where like you can kind of level up a little bit. Like if you do die, you can kind of like level up, try to level up, and then go back to the boss. Whereas like a game like Halo, you can't really do that because there's not like a leveling system really in Halo. Well, it kind of is infinite, but like in the past, there really wasn't. So like once you get to a bad spot, you just have to like increase your skills. Yeah.
Try to you gotta get good.
That's why I kind of lean towards RPGs because like if you are too weak, you can be like, okay, let me pause for a second, level up, and then come back.
I like the occasional like get good game. It's like this is as high as you will get
I do want to play Returnal like for that. Like just get good. like how you said, like just get good at the game to really beat it. I do want to play Returnal like because of that for sure.
That's what's
like,
up.
I want to play Bloodborne, but I don't want to play Dark Souls.
Yeah. I have Bloodborne.
Bloodborne is like skill based.
Yeah,
I have it too. Like on PlayStation Plus, it's there waiting. I'm like, I want to play that game. It's on the backlog. So I'm like, I appreciate a good difficult fight, but I don't like things being hard just to be hard.
Right.
I'm looking forward to Elden Ring though. I'm looking forward to playing Elden Ring.
So yeah, what is your? Are you gonna play that after Tiny Tina's, or what's your time frame of playing that?
After Tiny Tina, I don't know. What I have.
You don't know?
I need to finish this app so I can kind of keep track of my my backlog. But I might actually jump back into Scarlet Nexus. I think and try to beat that. Or Tunic, maybe Tunic.
I heard that was really good. I heard that was quick though, so that would be a quick run through
like
for Tunic.
like an in-out.
Yeah,
but I think I might jump back into Scarlet Nexus though. I think that might be my next one.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
And there was something else that got delayed. Oh, Cyberpunk, but that won't be. Yeah, it's gonna have to snow again. That won't be into the winter.
I'm not even gonna ask any questions. All right. So I got 3 of them. All right. So it's different levels to it. So the year. Where am I? Yeah, the summer start with. The year is 2004. The game is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, and the boss is his name was The End. So this one, I mean, it was hard, but the fact, so he's a sniper, and he would like be in camouflaged areas, and it'd be like it's like 3 different areas, and he'll just be like you can't see him. So the fact that my TV was trash made this extremely difficult at the time because I couldn't see where he was at.
Yeah, so don't you have to look for like a flash?
Yeah. But I couldn't see that because my TV was trash, so it was just bad. It was really bad. So that's that. So It's hard, but it's not hard because there's like a cheese because he's a sniper, but he's 100 years old, right? So if you save the game mid fight and then come back to play the game, I think it's 8 days later. He dies of natural causes.
You can
so
either
you don't
wait.
even have to.
You can either wait or you can reset your clock.
That's kind of smart, actually. That's interesting.
Yeah. You can either rate or like set your date on your PlayStation.
Only Hideo
forward.
Kojima.
Hilarious.
Only.
Like,
I'm telling you.
all the
I wanna
crazy
play,
things that Marcus keeps
yesterday.
talking about, like how you had to switch your controller to controller port 2 because he took over the controller port 1. Like, that's Hideo Kojima. Like,
It's Metal Gear.
wait 8 days
Gear.
and this dude dies. But he's really hard. You can beat him. Like, he's a good fight. Or you can just wait because he'll die.
He dies
Yeah.
because he's old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was hard, but it's cheese. So I was like, yeah, okay. My second one is this is one not a lot of people will probably know about this one because it's like Destiny related, but it's his name was Skolas, and he was in the House of Wolves expansion. This dude was so like he was so hard. I have stats. I haven't had stats in a while, but I have stats. So he where is it at? So only 10 fire teams out of 378,000
10?
beat him. Like he was that difficult.
Yeah.
Only 10 fire teams beat him. So they actually 10 out of 378,000. He was that difficult. So they nerfed him like a week or two later, and they like had to take his health down. They took his health down 50%, and he was still hard after that. I beat him at that point, but the fact that his health is just so much health,
Right,
it's way too much health. And every week it was like a different modifier. So once you got the fight down, the next week it switched up to something different that you didn't know what to do. It's crazy. So Skolas, Destiny 2. Go ahead.
What I hate about some bosses is when you get them down to like half percent, 50%, or like 75%, and then they drink a potion, and then they get their energy back. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I don't like
Bosses aren't supposed to do
bullet
that.
enemies. It's like
So-
okay, I'm giving you straight headshots. Like,
Yeah,
there's no way you should be taking all my clips.
Like it shouldn't take 30 Gallahorn shots to get your health down to a quarter. Like what is that's nah. So Skolas Destiny is like legit. It was me, my brother, and I think Andrew was there too. Like we legit stayed up to like 5 o'clock in the morning one night trying to beat him, and we didn't beat him.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's bad. It's Skolas is terrible. And my third one, it's more personal for me. So from Street Fighter 2, Vega, I hated him with a passion. Climbing on the gate and that little, I hated him with a passion. Like for some reason, every other character in Street Fighter,
So
I can give that
he
work.
threw
But
you out of the
Vega?
game by climbing up the fence.
I couldn't mess with him. He was just, yeah. I mean, because I would play with Ryu, so eventually I would do that. You know how you can when you jump down. So I learned that in time. But Vega, I just couldn't do that.
I hate that mandatory like fighting game person that's always way too difficult. Like there's always that one person. It's like, yeah, it's like your health is too much, or like I do
like
a move
Goro
on you and you
or-
have a move that cancels it out. I'm like that's not fair. Like,
That counters it. Yeah.
I mean, what was it Mortal Kombat 2? I think Shao Kahn can beat you in 3 hits.
Yup.
Like if he got the right hits. It was like he had the shoulder tackle, he had his sledgehammer, and then there was a third one where he can like literally just kill you with 3 hits.
and in that same game, Kentaro
Maybe 4 hits.
was Goro with that tiger skin. If you had like a move, like I was Liu Kang sometimes, so that's cheating. He just like catch you mid-air, like mid-kick, just. I'm like,
Just catch you.
how? How can you do that? I'm like mid-kick.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Computer cheating, man.
Computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That goes back to what you said
It's like,
last week about the
they
false
want you to
start.
know this
They just
this
cheat
fight
from the
is
rip.
decked against you. Like, if you win, it's because you're good. Because you're supposed to lose. Give me those quarters. I'm like, I'm not playing for quarters. Like, you don't have to make it this difficult. Like, I shouldn't have to, like, be perfect.
Sometimes you got to. That's the only way you can win.
I may need to think about it a little bit more and come back on the next episode to figure out if I have another one that comes to mind.
A depth one? Okay.
I can't, right now I can't think of.
Yeah, because if it only took you 45 minutes, I know, like, unless you're just elite gamer guy, that's your hardest fight. It only took you 45 minutes.
Bow down,
you're
because
just
I've
that much
cried.
better than us, so.
I've cried.
I mean,
like,
there was a
I'm
point
like,
in
man, I'm never gonna beat this game.
Right.
There was a point in Chaos in Splinter Cell Chaos. It's not a boss, but there's a point in Chaos Theory where I got like stuck on a mission and I had to restart the whole mission because I just got stuck in one spot. But it's not really a boss though. But
I mean, it's a boss or encounter. It doesn't necessarily have to be a boss. So I'll let you.
Chaos
mull
Theory
that
can be a
over.
little bit challenging. Actually, I started playing that again a couple months ago.
Isn't that that
Chaos
2D
Theory is awesome.
side scroller game?
I'm looking forward to playing it again.
Oh.
No, it's Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. It's the stealth game. Yeah. I got stuck on the elevator, and then every time I respawned or restarted the died and came back, it was just a bunch of people just in front of me just shooting me. It's like, come on, man. I gotta start the whole mission over again. Yeah, I don't think about it again.
Okay. All right. So we'll come back to that. Yeah, I think that will do it for this week. Are you still doing your whole streaming thing, Lawrence?
I'm gonna do it. I'm still working on it, but
let that go. What's
I
going
need
on with
to
that?
be still right now. I just set up my office, so yeah,
I'm talking about for
I just set up my
Horizon.
office. Like I took like a week and a half, 2 weeks off of Horizon because I was moving around. So I'm still gonna stream it. I'm gonna get better at
right
doing it more often. And I'm finally at a location, so I mean not now because I have a lot of trips I'm still taking, but like it's coming. It's coming. Like it's not consistent right now.
It's coming.
I would be consistent starting in May. I still gotta go to Coachella. I got Coachella next month.
So May is coming up a lot faster than.
Yeah.
We for real gotta get you some get some stickers or flyer or something you can post it up.
Yeah, I mean I'm bum rushing the stage for one of these people, like Ari Lennox, Doja Cat. I'm getting on stage. Probably.
Definitely seems that's illegal.
Oh yeah,
like.
you're right. No,
Good
I
luck.
can't do that.
Do it on the
I
last
gotta
day
see
so you don't
Kanye.
get your ticket revoked. Yeah.
Man,
He's probably gonna get revoked himself. Bryce, anything that you wanna plug or anything?
No.
No.
Just catch me at this is ECYRB on your favorite console, PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox. Yeah.
You're done with PlayStation. I won't see you online anymore.
Yeah. It's gonna be a minute.
Yeah. I am M.111. If you see me online in GTA moving packs, just let me be. I'm just trying to get my money up. So if you level like 200 or something with the fighter jet, just leave me alone for a little bit. Let me get my weight up, please. I beg of you. But yeah, until next time, good game, good drinks. Peace easy.